Hey there, people of the internet. What you're seeing in front of you, believe it or not, is an actual homemade musical instrument. No, it's not a bomb for those who are about to make a sarcastic comment down in the comment section. But yeah. So, what this is kind of a homemade oscillator keyboard synth thing. So here's the keys where I can play it, and I can literally take this metal bracket here, just attached to a wire, and runs back to the oscillator. And when I close the circuit, I get a tone. See? Tone. So what I can do is I can play it, and I can set different resistor values. It's a little hard to see, but different resistors, and by changing the resistance that's in the circuit changes the pitch. And I can have fixed pitches, and this will give me certain notes. So I can do this. Now, to make this even more interesting, you're technically, or the human body is technically has some minor resistance. So, no, by changing, so when I close the circuit, it makes a tone, because I'm closing the circuit with my hand. So, depending on how much pressure I put and how much surface area, I can actually get a slightly different pitch. As I rock my hand, and again, different note, slightly different pitch. I squeeze hard with a lot of surface area, lower pitch. I squeeze lightly with I get a higher pitch. Now, to make this even more fun, and yes we can, well, first, I lost my infrared LEDs and photoresistors, which would have given me the ability to add in a remote control, like a television remote control. So they're kind of MIA, but I might do a follow-up if I ever decide to find them. But we can add things like graphite and the letter J. Now, I just happen to choose the letter J, but you can do this with a variety of different things. So, now that I've switched it out of keyboard-ish mode and I've switched it into musical letter mode, I used a standard pencil here to draw the letter J. So, pencil, one of those little double-sided golf ones. Right? And I can actually take the pencil and I put the one part of the circuit on the other end, and when I tap it, I actually get a sound. And when I write, I get different tones, because believe it or not, the graphite in the pencil is actually somewhat conductive. I believe it technically counts as a semiconductor. So when I put graphite on the paper, just standard, and as I draw, I can actually hold my finger down. Now, partly because the pencil is conductive and I'm conductive. Not the most pleasant sound, but still fairly interesting. I get a tone out. So what I can now do is I can literally play the letter J as a musical instrument. So now, depending on where I put this, depends on the tone. Because again, the graphite, in a sense, acts as like a resistor. So I put it close where there's a little connection. I get one tone. I do it farther away. I get a different tone. I do it in a different spot. I get a very, very faint tone. So basically, yes, I can play the letter J. So by putting the pointer here, I can get different tones, just like our keyboard before, and I can, you know, it's surprisingly harder to play the letter J than you can imagine, but I can even get slide tones if I can do this right. Again, I can try to do it at the top. You know, not the most ear-pleasing thing, but still. You know, little basic things like that. Now, to make this even more fun, I'll flip this over, unhook this, flip it over, and I've drawn a J of a different size. So again, still with the graphite, and a standard pencil, you know, just put a little more graphite there just to make things better, and make it a little more conductive. But once again, I'll make this flat and easy to work with. Same thing, but you'll hear that at different, again, still different spots, but you'll hear the tones a bit different. And again, I can do what I did before and just... So again, depending on how you draw this letter J, depends on basically what kind of sounds you're going to get. So... And I can do and I can also do a little slide thing like that too. So yes, when people now I can just see it now. You can actually play the letter J as a musical instrument. So I could just see it on like a job interview or like a date or something. So whoever, you play a musical instrument? Yeah, bruh, I play the letter J. You know, not the lowercase kind, but like the capital kind. Like a capital letter J is my musical instrument, bruh. I'm thinking of branching out to like an L or a K or maybe like a K and an L, but I don't think I'm ready yet for O. And my goal in life is to work my way through all the capital letters, bruh. I could play the entire alphabet musically, bruh. It sounds so pretentious, but yes. That could actually happen. Yes, playing the letter J. So that's kind of a quick rundown of this weird oscillator homemade synth thing. It's interesting to say the least. You might even consider it a little WTF. But yes, homemade musical instrument. Once again, thanks for watching. If you want more weird, crazy electronics, science experimenty things, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other previous videos. Once again, thanks for watching.